You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Heroes Advent, Alex's Path. So, last place we left off, we were just going over some of the lore in the world. Guys, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Please sit back and enjoy for the next 18 minutes, and let's jump right in. Alarm Chan, you're up, and let's go. Okay. Trying to remember which one it was. Okay, let's do this. Such an interesting one for this world, too, if I do say so myself. You sat down at the couch after taking the book. You flipped through the table of contents and started reading. Light, previous universe, 5 fundamental forces? It seemed that the universe in question here was a cycle of the Big Bang and the Big Crunch. Oh, wait, hold up. Let's, load. There we go. All this thinking is making your head heavy, but at least you have topics you looked into were interesting and you felt like you would have opened your mind to a well of knowledge about this world. Check out the tools and machinery. There were several contraptions displayed on the smaller shelves. Most of them seemed to have rather complex mechanisms, similar to clockwork, which is quite unlike the other things you've seen in his main lab. Maybe the Lynx had a fascination for steampunk stuff? And next to the tool racks was a catalog detailing the names and functions of said tools. Should I look into it? Yes. You spent a moment studying the catalog. Well, not exactly the same. Many of them were quite similar to the stuff you've seen or have used back in your world. From tools that let you polish and chisel crystals to the multi-purpose stick that lets you perform maintenance on all sorts of devices and contraptions. There were a lot, but most of them were quite straightforward, so it didn't take long for you to memorize at least a few. This might come in handy when Alex needed your help with his prototypes, if he even trusted you that much. Look at the computer. Uh-oh. Is this actually a computer? You asked yourself while eyeing the black screen. The keyboard seems to be a flat panel, something you've seen in those sci-fi movies. There were also no visible buttons on the casing either, though you eventually felt a button on the bottom of the screen after feeling around its edge for a moment. Should you press it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No? You want to have a bad time? Oh god, yes. Oh. Oof. Oh lord. Save. Save, yeah. Yes. This is so coming back to bite me in the butt, but screw it. The screen lit up in an instant as you pressed the button. There seems to be a program already running. LSS config panel. Oh no. Mess around. You rubbed your head. The title doesn't really tell you what the program was about. You didn't know how to navigate the screen as there was no mouse and the keyboard was in a layout that you couldn't recognize at all. After a moment of pondering, you decided to just mash random buttons and see where it'd take you. Aside from some input error beeping, nothing really seemed to happen. Actually, that's probably not a good way to get on Alex's good side, so we're not going to do that. This is as far as I go. You shuddered, feeling your sins crawling against your back. You decided to switch off the screen and leave the computer be. Let's leave. Yeah, I have a feeling this is not a good way to get on Alex's good side. Okay. You looked at the digital clock on the wall, which read 10 a.m. Oh, so about an hour away from lunchtime. Maybe it's okay for me to leave now. You quickly noticed the password panel next to the door as you went back through the tunnel. You froze for a moment as you stared at the numpad. You could almost remember it, but you weren't very confident about it now that you're just second guessing yourself. Oh, what's this? There was a note taped to the door. In case you forgot. Oh no. Text to ASCII, my name, password. My name in all capitals? Well, judging by the handwriting, Alex definitely wrote this, whatever that's supposed to mean. You gulped nervously as you eyed the password panel again. Here goes nothing. Oh no. Wait, what? Let's go back. My name in all capitals. Well, judging by the handwriting, let's go to that again. Text to ASCII, my name. Okay, TXT, okay. Okay. Text. Wait. Okay, just making sure I get a capital T, okay. ASCII. Alex. I'm an idiot. Error. Oh no! What? What is happening? I'm an idiot. My name. Those password. My name in all capitals? Well, judging by the handwriting, Alex definitely wrote this. Okay, so... Cassian? What? What the fuck? What is happening here? Let's see. Okay. Oh my god. The panel screen beeped and blinked rapidly before resetting to its original state. Ah! Error 1 attempts. I'm dead. Damn it! I still got it wrong. Come on! I can't mess this up. Mess it up this time. You fucking think I remember this goddamn password? Blah, blah, blah. Error 0 attempts left. Oh no! You heard something sliding open above your head as some sort of gooey liquid rained down. Oh, nope, 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 nope. I can't do this. Oh my god, what is this fucking password? Text to asking my name. Oh my god, Oh my god, text to asking. You forget, in case you forget my name. What? I don't know what that means! Jesus. Okay, God, this episode ground to a halt. Oh. Alright, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Let's do this. Alright, let's try it again. Okay. What? And before you could yell, the goo was already encased your entire body from head to toe. The substance stretched and pulled you into a fetal position, before hardening into some kind of rubbery material. You can still breathe and barely see your surroundings, but for now you're completely stuck, curling up on the ground like so. Intruder captured. Lock initiated. As the synthetic voice announced, you felt yourself yanked to the ceiling all of a sudden. Whatever was holding you dropped you onto a goo conveyor belt of sorts, transporting you into a metal case where you were kept in an upright position. The machinery was quite loud at first, but soon enough silence permeated the room. Shoot! Looks like I'm actually stuck in here for now. You blinked, trying to look around with your limited field of view, but there wasn't much to see in the darkness. Well, at least Alex said he'd come get me out at lunchtime. I hope. You sighed, feeling like a cartoon character trapped in the villain's dungeon, only that it's more like a latex prison in this case. And for what felt like an eternity, you could hear the machines rattling again as you were pulled back onto the conveyor belt, which took you through a ventilated tunnel where the goo suit began to liquefy and evaporated from your body. Soon enough, you slid down to an open hatch, which dropped you onto a mattress in the middle of the back room. Alex was already there in the front of the computer, staring down at you with his crossed arms. You were still a bit dizzy, but you could tell he was pretty upset. And Rye still wonders why I have trust issues, he muttered. Come on, it's lunch break now, so hurry out. Rye was kind enough to bring some food for you. He left the room without looking at you. You quickly got back on your feet and fixed your appearance before heading out the tunnel. Hey guys, give me a second. Let me see what happens if we enter the right password. Hey guys, we're back, and I found the password, so let's do this. Alright. Panel beeped as the door slid open. He left the tunnel to find Alex still working on something at his station. There were 2 boxes of food on his table. I hope you didn't do anything bad in there, Alex said, his eyes still glued to the monitor. Got what you're looking for? Well, I think so. There were 3 books that caught my eye. History of Arborea, Magic and Gems, and Dimensional Theory. They're all very informative, but I'm afraid it kind of left me with more questions than answers. You sighed, going over what you were about to say in your head. Maybe I could ask you for more explanations. If you're not busy, that is. You grabbed one of the boxes as he looked at you, seemingly surprised. I suppose sparing you some of my time wouldn't hurt my progress too much. Now talk. You have until we finish this lunch. Ah, okay. You sat at the other desk with your food box. You opened your box as Alex did his, and were greeted with not just 1, but 2 dishes in separated compartments. One was some sort of diced poultry meat and vegetable stir-fry, which you just assumed to be chicken. The other meal looked more like orange fried chicken served with rice and a sunny-side-up egg on top. Alex stopped whatever he was working on before grabbing a bottle of black sauce from the desk and pouring some onto his lunch. The Lynx wasted no time as he took a spoonful for his first bite, and almost immediately you could see his eyes beaming with joy. With that, you were eager to dig in. You took a bit of the chicken stir-fry with the rice and egg, and with just a bite, you couldn't help closing your eyes in bliss. The richness of the egg paired really well with the savory stir-fry, The sweet and citrusy orange chicken also balanced out the spicy diced chicken just as nicely. You don't exactly eat this much chicken in a meal, but you feel like you could have this all day long. No wonder Alex seemed to love his chicken so much. Enjoying yourself? You realized the lynx was eyeing you as you hungrily took a few more bites. Good to know the food of this world doesn't disappoint. But remember, the quicker you eat, the less time you'll have for our discussion. You nodded timidly as you slowed down. So, go on. What have you learned so far? He asked while taking a bite. Well, I read about the making of the universe in Arboria's history. It seems very similar to my world, albeit with some differences. What kind of differences? Well, back in my world we had 4 fundamental forces that are pretty much the same as yours, except magical energy doesn't exist there. So that means there's no magic at all in your world. That's certainly interesting. He mumbled something to himself before looking at you again. How do the species in your world evolve? Well, it's actually kind of similar, but I don't think humans really exist here. Humans? Yes, that's what I used to be back in my world. We're the dominant species of the planet, gaining sentience after evolving from primates. Primates, you say? Peculiar. You'll have to tell me more about the species of yours another time. For now, tell me more about your society. Funnily enough, it's mostly the same as yours, with all the conquest, war, and uprisings in the past. The only difference is that there's no evil king trying to take over the world during my days there. So your world is peaceful. Well, I suppose, but not exactly. There are still conflicts and wars here and there. There's famine and obesity at the same time. Natural disasters hit us all the time, and there's all sorts of pollution and global pandemics everywhere. It's not all bad, though, of course. We don't have zombies here, at least not yet. He chuckled a little, thinking back to the many pieces of fictional media that your world has created about possible zombie scenarios. I'd rather have those instead of this. Alex mumbled. The dour look on his face left you mortified. Did you say something especially offensive? You kicked yourself mentally as a long silence ensued. Alex, can I ask you about the prophecy? What of it? Well, am I really the hero? He scoffed. Heh, well, are you? I really don't know. I mean, the prophecy said the hero would come from another world, and I am from another world, right? Oh, your gullibility is out of this world, that much is certain. What? Hey! Look, Cassian, excuse me for my language, but I don't give a crap about those goddamn prophecies. Bad things only ever happen because of them. Did you know the evil king caused all this chaos and destruction just because of one such thing? You're free to believe that you're the chosen hero, Cassian. Just know that many lives were taken because of some stupid prophecy that people naively believed in. I see. You shivered. It's still intimidating whenever Alex was that agitated. But didn't you seem interested when Ray told you about me being the hero? False. I'm only ever interested in your otherworldly background. That's all. He looked at you with a sigh. Here's my take on your case, Cassian. You could be the next hero if you really wanted to. So become a hero because you willed it, not because of some bullcrap someone said hundreds of years ago, okay? Okay. You nodded, despite the aggression that was surprisingly encouraging coming from the likes of Alex. So, I read about magic crystals and how it works. Uh-huh. He said while eating his food. So, magic is basically using the right crystal for the right affinity, right? Mm-hmm. He turned back to the monitor screen and began typing again. Everybody has magi and their own affinity, and nether crystals disrupt that harmony, right? Yep. He went back to eating his lunch again, seeming uninterested in what you're saying, although he wasn't exactly ignoring you either. Alex? Is everything okay? It's not my concern whether you've read the whole book to the last page, so try not to waste my time. What is it about this topic that you don't understand? Well, the last page I was on talked about the ether crystal, and how elemental affinities are hereditary. Does that mean I also have affinities? Maybe, maybe not. If you come from a world where magi is not prevalent, it's highly unlikely that you could use magic, let alone having an affinity. But it's still possible, right? And like I said, maybe. Can your parents do magic? Given what I've seen from you, I'd assume not, he said with a shrug. No, well, I don't have parents. I was left at an orphanage when I was still a baby. Alex suddenly stopped eating. He didn't look at you, but what you said seemed to have struck a chord somehow. But that's not really the point here. Excuse me. I brought it up because there are also people who can't do magic here, called the Fractured, right? Yes, but where did you learn that name from? Alyssa told me when I asked her about magic. Right, Max's friend, the lynx muttered as he stared at the screen, which was turned off for the moment. They were born with a defect, which locks away their magical potential within their body. They're like a cracked gemstone. No matter how big their power is, they could never unleash it properly, hence the namesake. I see. She also said there's another name for them, but I shouldn't really say. Just for education's sake, the word she's referring to is cracked, which is what you will hear most common folk calling those people. And she's right, don't ever use that word in front of those people if you can help it. Understood. So are many fractured here in the city? Probably, I wouldn't know of it myself. Okay. I might do an affinity test on you later, Cassian, just to clear up your questions. Oh, thanks, Alex. No promises, though. Of course. He sighed, judging by the shift in his tone. Maybe it'd be better to drop this topic for now. So, there's also this book about dimensional theory. Yeah, and? Nothing, I just saw a lot of scribbling in there. You must have spent a lot of time on that book. Mm-hmm. It's just one of the subjects I took special interest in. My father used to give me books of recorded myths and urban legends, which all mentioned or hinted at visitors from the other worlds. It was just childish, really, to think I used to believe in all that. You saw him looking away for a moment, as if avoiding something. Anyways, when I was studying those books, I found out about the crystals. That's why I took it as my main subject when I studied at the academy. I see. Can you tell me more about your research, then? Where should I start? What have you learned so far from the book? The myths and legends about visitors from another world? Yeah, that's what I just said. Anything else? There's like a nether and ether dimension, too? And some other theories. Something about curvatures. I'm sorry, but I don't think I really understand it. You really racked your brain to repeat the information you've gathered from that book, albeit somewhat failing. Alex didn't seem to mind, though. Alright. On death, the magi of a living creature disperses with observable traces of dimensional energy. That's one of my bigger projects right now. If we could open a gateway to the nether dimension, the Aether would be within reach too, if the correct frequency could be discovered. He switched on the monitor again and went through some statistics for a brief moment. I could really use more live subjects for this. Preferably infected, but all my requests are still denied to this date. Well, wait, live subjects? Isn't that, inhumane? Inhumane? Do you humans really place yourselves at the center of everything? These experimentations are what's pushing us forward against the evil king, which I don't expect you to understand just yet. But I digress. You came here to find out how you came here, isn't that right? Yes. You nodded at him timidly. I'm afraid I might not have the answers you expected, Cassian. There are entries in our database suggesting the possible existence of the ether and nether, but your world I have yet to find any recorded data on. So far, you're only living proof that another dimension also exists. I'll need to conduct an extensive scanning on your body later, preferably after I'm done with my current tasks. Well, that's fine. Very well. He nodded, sounding strangely enthusiastic about it. You and Alex both finished your meals. Ah, that was really nice. Indeed. Well, it wasn't too bad speaking to you, Cassian. Perhaps you have potential to be more than just a test subject. Wait, what? Nothing. Now, can you please throw these into the bin? Also, help me with this thing when you're done, too. Sure. He cleared the boxes as he asked before coming back to his desk. So, what should I do? For starters, help me get this thing onto the table. He pointed to what looked like a hefty gun sitting on the floor. Alright guys, I'm gonna pause it right here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!